Are you talking specifically about a grounded JC Shine?
I mean, I'm not. My fingers aren't fast enough to do it grounded, so mostly like I'll be a little bit
Okay.
off, like in the air when I do it.
Okay, so
Okay, I'll reframe the question. Like, is it better to just shine or do JC shine? Like, what's the difference?
the instances where you would want to do JC Shine are anytime you're trying to shine someone close to you. So
Okay,
Falco has a pretty short dash, but even
yeah.
with the short dash, like if you try and do if you try and start a dash and then shine after, you have to get all the way into your run animation. Are you
Mm-hmm.
familiar with what I'm describing?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep, it takes
So
like a couple frames to start running, actually.
right. So you have to. I mean, I could look up the exact frame data, but really it's just all about feel. So you have
Yeah.
to break into the run animation before you can do a crouch shine.
Mm-hmm.
But if they're closer than that, then you'll want to do the jump shine. And then the other reason you would do the jump, like maybe even after you've broken out into a run, you still might want
Mm-hmm.
to do the jump shine because you want to double jump away from the opponent after.
Okay.
So maybe like versus Fox, if he's dash
Yeah.
dancing around and you go for a running shine,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're on the ground after, if you whiffed, maybe you're getting whiff punished by like a Fox grab or up smash. Whereas if you
Okay.
do a jump shine, even if it's from your run, like whether it's from your run or your dash, if you're doing a
Mm-hmm.
jump into the shine, it's much harder for him to whiff punish that because you're double jumping away immediately and you don't have that
Oh,
slow
okay.
jump squat.
Okay, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That
So
makes
that's
sense.
the main thing you want to be considering is what's your escape plan after doing the
Mm-hmm.
shine, right? And
Okay.
sometimes it'll be better to do a grounded one because maybe you want to do a grounded one and wave shine back, you know, and that's something you wouldn't
Yeah,
be able to
yeah.
do with the double jump. Or on FD and Pokemon specifically,
Mm-hmm.
you're often in between the platforms, or on FD there's just no platforms at all.
Yeah.
So doing that dash jump shine into a double jump suddenly becomes much riskier
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
because
because
you
then
can
you're in
see
the
like you're
air
sort of
again.
stranded in the air once you do the double jump. And
Yeah. Okay.
there's ways you can come down a little safely. You can do like a waveland or a falling laser. So
Mm-hmm.
you have mix-ups, but it's definitely riskier than on the other stages where you have a top plat you can waveland across.
Okay. 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 Well, that makes sense.
Awesome. Did you have any other
Cool.
questions?
I think I'll just like we can just do the replays and then if something comes up, I'll mention it.
Okay, sure. And we're looking at Marth. Is that what I remember correctly?
It has actually it should be Fox
Okay.
Fox. So I wanted to do Sheik, like I wanted to play some Sheik, Falco versus Sheik, but I couldn't find any on N rank today, so I just like took the Fox, like,
Gotcha.
because I'd say my worst matchup is probably Sheik, because I'm
Okay.
like, so I know how to beat shield grab, but I'm really bad at like actually doing it.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. I can there's actually I can draw some comparisons between Fox and Sheik that'll help you.
Okay, okay,
The big one right off the bat I can say uh, right out the gate is when you're going for shield pressure on Fox and
hmm
Sheik, they're two of the best out of shield characters, right? Like Fox
yeah,
has Shine Out of Shield, which is frame four. That's absolutely ridiculous. And
yeah,
then Sheik has she has
there,
a good grab and also Nair, which is frame six out of shield if done perfectly.
hmm.
And
Okay,
the important thing to realize about those two characters are, well, versus Fox specifically, you want to do a decent amount of double shining. So, like, the three options you want to mix up versus Fox that I would recommend are double shine,
okay,
wave shine away, so just like shining his shield and wave shining
yeah,
out of that, just to be at a safe spacing, and then shine grab. So like the double shine is just designed to beat Fox's shine out of shield.
okay,
Because if you don't ever double shine, then Foxes can just always spam shine out of shield, and there's not much you're
hmm.
gonna be able to do to
Okay,
prevent them from spamming it.
yeah, because it beats Shine Grab, right?
Yeah, it beats everything. It even beats wave shine away if you're like deep inside of their herd box or like
Yeah.
their hit box. Um, it's just crazy good. I mean, that's also speaking like perfectly. So
Yeah.
like we're talking about going into Uncle Punch and trying it on the bot, like it'll
Mm-hmm.
just shine you perfectly. But most people won't hit a wave shine away. So wave
Okay.
shine away is definitely still good in practice against Fox.
Mm-hmm.
Like even if they're going for a shine out of shield. Um, and then like one minor detail is if you're facing away from the
Mm-hmm.
opponent, then wave shine away becomes much better
Because you
because
can auto cancel back air.
no, it's because your head, when you do jump squat, your head leans forward. So if you're facing the
Oh,
fox
okay.
and you go for a wave shine, like as you enter jump squat and start to slide away during your wave dash, your head is still
Mm-hmm.
like leaning forward towards fox. But if you're facing away, not only is your shine more disjointed on the back, but
Mm-hmm.
your head is leaning away. So it's much easier to do safe wave shines away when you're facing away.
Huh. Okay. I didn't even know the head part.
Yeah, it's actually something I should make a video on because a lot of people don't realize how much it's impacting
I'm
their shield
actually
pressure.
wanna look at this. I'm gonna boot up Slippy, not Slippy, but just like practice ankle punch. I want to see
Oh
what it
yeah,
looks
sure.
like.
Just give me
Uh,
1 second while you do that, and I'm gonna turn my lights on. I just got home,
cool.
so.
Okay. Yo.
Okay, I'm screen sharing now, so you should be able to see the replay.
Yep.
So yeah, just to link that back to Sheik. So with
Mhm.
Sheik, you can do the double shine. It's definitely not terrible. But
Okay.
generally, I don't like doing double shines versus the thin characters like Marth and Sheik, especially.
Mhm.
Because sometimes they'll just shield grab, and just the fact that they're not in shield anymore means your shine whiffs. It's very common
Okay.
versus thin characters. So I prefer to just stick with shine grab and wave shine away versus Marth and Sheik.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, and there's some other minor details with Marth where like wave shine away is even worse versus Marth, even if you're
Cause
facing away. So wave shine through is going to be better versus Marth. Um,
okay.
but yeah, if you just stick with shine grab and wave shine away versus Sheik, you'll see a lot of success.
So this might just be because I'm slow, kind of, but
Mm-hmm.
I feel like in neutral. So I know this is so stupid because like Falco has laser, and like in theory, laser covers everything. Like in theory, laser you can just like dash dance and like shoot a laser once in a while, and like it, like you are basically you control neutral. But for some reason, like I don't feel it like that, especially when I'm playing Sheik. When I'm
Yeah,
playing
I'm.
Fox, Marth, and Falcon, it's way less prevalent. But the way Sheik moves like her limbs, like the way her back air is instant, the way her nair, fair, like everything is just like so fast. Even like F tilt, like you if you like miss space and then you get hit and then you're just dead.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't think you should think of laser as something that like beats neutral options. Um, the way you kind of want to think of it as it's more of a way to control the opponent in neutral. So like she can still counter your laser, but you're just by shooting a laser, you're forcing them to deal with it in some way,
Hmm.
right? So like if you laser Sheik, she's either gonna take that laser, she's gonna avoid it, or she's going to shield it. Like
Yeah.
those are the only three options she has. Maybe you could add power shield as like a sub option to
Yeah.
shield, but I mean, like you're provoking some response out of her,
Hmm.
and just by doing that, you're able to control the flow of the match. Even if she's ready for the laser and she's like, let's say she's power shielding every single laser you shoot,
Yeah.
that's still making her predictable on some level. Like now she has to spend some mental energy focusing on when you're lasering, and maybe
Hmm.
you do like a fake laser, or you're lasering in a way where the power shield doesn't help her,
Hmm.
or like you could either shoot a high laser and run under it, or a low laser and jump over it. All of these things are making the neutral game more complex for Sheik, and it's making it more complex for you, but you're the one initiating it. So it's much easier for Falco to handle the complexity.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. So do you feel like you're ready to get into it?
Yeah, we could just look.
Okay.
We could just look at the video.
Yeah, and obviously, if you have any questions as we go through, just shout
Cool.
them out. I think I might actually know who this player is. Funnily enough.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's there's a Jigglypuff player named Loved who's pretty good.
Huh? He played only Fox though in this
Okay.
in our session.
It
so
could very
maybe
well be
not.
someone else. I mean, Love is a
Yeah.
pretty generic name, but okay. Might just watch for a bit.
Yeah. I mean, you can watch it like a couple times.
Oh, sorry, I don't know why it's lagging on mine. Hopefully, it usually goes away.
It's not bad. Like it's probably like 30 FPS, which is fine for like
Yeah,
watching.
that's Discord. I meant the like stuttering. But I think it's fixed now. Uh-oh.
I missed that double jump. That feels bad.
I did that just the other day. I got down smashed by Fox.
Yeah.
Underneath.
I feel like edge guarding Fox is really hard.
Okay, we can definitely cover that.
Okay, cool. And this, like, our conversation is going to be on your YouTube?
Mm-hmm. I'll upload it.
Awesome.
And I'll also send you notes over.
Cool. Cool.
Sorry, one sec. I'm having a computer issue.
It's fine.
Oh, I think it's because I had 2 dolphins open.
Oof.
That's so weird how that causes so many issues. Okay.
Having 2 dolphins open?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Maybe that wasn't the problem, but probably doesn't help.
Yeah, probably not.
Ready?
Okay, you can see the game again, right?
It works now, yep.
Alright, so we saw... Okay, classic.
I'm so bad at doing that, like, double jump down air when going back down.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's just, if they read it, it's pretty punishable. I can give you some good alternatives. Okay. Yeah, so I see lots of laser into immediate aerials, so that's making you predictable.
Okay.
We'll go over that. Oh no.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. Yeah, there again.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So also some full hop stuff we need to address. Ooh, that was sick.
I didn't even think that was gonna hit. Like when I threw it out.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So let's break this down.
Yep.
So right off the bat, you want to be a little more careful about your approach. Like whenever you're doing this short hop off the platform, if you're playing to like, I'm playing to beat a good player, then this is going to be very predictable, and also reactable. So like the worst of both worlds, where even if the fox isn't expecting that short hop down air, he can just react and dash chance grab, or at the very least he can shield, and we're doing an early down air.
Yeah, I need to focus on doing like less early. So the reason, like, I kind of have this figured out, but I actually don't. So the question is doing an early downer or doing a late downer shine. So early downer beats if they throw out something, right? Like if the fox turn around and does up tilt there, like it beats it.
Right.
Or if you do it late, it actually loses to the move. So like for some reason, like I always think that my opponent's going to like throw out a move. So if I wait to use my aerial, it makes it so that I get hit.
So you're saying you wait out the attack and you get hit for it?
Basically, why would you do a late aerial? Like there's no reason to do a late aerial if your opponent's going to attack you. Right?
So there's two reasons you would do a late aerial. The first is, let's look at this short hop again.
Yep, let's go.
So as you do this jump off, you should be reacting to what fox is doing.
Yeah.
So maybe fox is running around, and if you see him doing something here, which says like, oh, like let's say he completely messes up and tries to up smash, and he does it too early, right?
Yeah.
Just as a simple example. So you see he whiffs the up smash. Well, if you haven't down aired by here, you can still down air. You can react, like maybe at this point, like at the platform height, you can go, oh, he whiffed the up smash. I'm gonna down air him, get a huge combo. Life is great. If you get to this point and you see he dashed back, well, what's the benefit to not having down aired at that point?
I mean, you can do anything, right? You can double jump the platform.
Exactly. So you're retaining your options to double jump away, to come down with a laser instead. I mean, to do a laser, you have to react a little earlier, maybe like up here. You can wave land back. You can wave land forward and shine. That's a really unique aggressive option that you can do out of a jump. Something Westball's used a lot. You could double jump waveland onto the side plat, sort of like play a more aggressive positioning game. So you have all these options open to you. And when fox is dashing back, so let's say the fox is dashing back, he's also reacting to you while you do this jump. If you do the jump, or if you do the down air here, what does fox know? Let's say fox had dashed back and he's right here, and then he sees your down air. What does he know immediately?
I mean, he can just like dash back and grab it like super easily.
But what's important to realize is he knows you're landing from this jump.
Oh,
right?
okay, yeah.
So not only do, like we were talking about how, from our perspective, if we don't do the down air this early, we can double jump away, right? But if fox is watching us and he knows that as soon as we throw out this down air, he knows we're locked into landing. Like maybe we could drift a little bit. We have a little triangle of drift that we can do. But for the most part, we're landing like right here in this zone. If we don't do a down air, fox can't necessarily assume we're going to land here, because that's in creating some risk. He has to decide, is this Falco going to laser me coming down? And maybe he does like a shield here, thinking you're going to laser. So even if you're doing the same down air, but you just delay it, the fact that fox has to respect the laser to some degree might mean that you get away with a bad down air.
Okay.
So does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Okay.
And then the other thing, that's like the more general thing that you want to be thinking of, but a more specific reason would just be if he shields here, we want to be doing a late down air. right?
Yeah,
That's just
yeah.
like super simple. And even like disregarding shield, even if you hit the down air, it's going to be easier to combo the down air into shine if it's a lower down air because he's at 0%. So, I mean, even if you hit Fox at the top of his head at 0%, like if you're fast falling, you're still going to combo into shine. But it is going to be harder, and maybe versus heavier characters like a Falcon, he might have time to get his shield up if you're doing this high down air at 0. So that's another
Like
thing.
he doesn't have enough hit stun so for the shine to connect.
I'm honestly not sure at 0.
Okay.
If you
But
hit like
in-
the tippy
like
top
in-
of his head, especially, I mean, this is going to be a late down, or it's going to be
Early.
the strong down air hitbox. But you can imagine if you dared even earlier, you might get the late down, or you might get the light hit.
Like
the weak hit down air. So yeah, there's a bunch of reasons, but the main one is the first one we went over. Retaining your options is the biggest thing.
Okay.
So yeah, you can kind of see like, so like you hit him here, and you can see like, if you had done a super late downer, you could like walk up shine for sure, or maybe grab, because like you're out of range for the shine. I mean, the shine will hit here, but if he had been a little further away, you could grab. Whereas like I think he can shine right now, so he actually could have shined you. Yeah.
Yeah, because he jumps.
I mean, you messed up your shine as well. But that sort of highlights like you're entering a mix-up territory. Yeah, and then here's another early aerial. So like the good Fox mains will just be shining this. And I know that's hard to like get in your head when you're playing opponents that won't shine out a shield every time. But if you play someone like Hacks, who I've been able to play myself, and he will just shine out a shield this every time, and he'll punish you off of it. Like he'll do a wave shine out of shield, or a wave.
Yeah, he'll
do a wave shine, a grounded wave shine, and start tech chasing you, and it won't feel good. So.
Okay.
And then I guess I would say if the other concern you brought up was like, well, I think they might like move, right? And that's why you want to do the early nair. So you can definitely do the early nair sometimes to call out movement. Like it's just gonna be about evaluating the risk reward. Like if you catch Fox jumping here with the snare, that's amazing, and you're gonna get a huge combo.
Yeah.
But I would say if you think he's going to do that, it's generally in your favor to play it safer in ways where like let's say you think Fox is going to full hop, you could go for a jump read with the shine and then double jump waveland to top plat, and you're still getting the opportunity to have a huge combo, but you're not necessarily putting yourself at the same risk as if you do an early nair at him, right? Especially like we're at the beginning of the game, he's at 0.
Yeah.
So it's not like he's at 150% where if the nair hits, he auto dies. Yeah. So those are the main things, and he could also crouch cancel the nair. So there's a lot that can go wrong when you're just approaching like that. And the thing I always recommend to Falcos, at low percent, you really want to be focusing on either getting a raw shine, or you want to focus on moves that lead into shine. So nair is one of those options that leads into shine. If you catch Fox out of the air with a nair, you can combo into shine, or if you catch Fox on the ground with a down air, you can shine. And then like maybe a laser shine shield pressure, or up throw into shine. Those are the main ones you're going to be looking for.
Against Fox?
Yeah. And you, especially at low percent, but even at any percent, like going for shine openers will feel weird at first, but it's just the safest way to go for openers versus Fox without like being whiff punished. And then it'll also like make your other approaches better as well.
Okay. So like you would do what? You would just like run in and try to shine? I mean,
yeah. So like if you see Fox on the side plat, you could just do jump shine, wave land.
Yeah.
And like if you hit the Fox, you're getting a huge combo because you open him up with shine. If he shields or you whiff the shine somehow, you're very rarely going to be punished for that because you can wave shine away so quickly.
Yeah. Okay.
So speed is a huge factor in this matchup, and Falco needs to be as fast as possible to keep up with Fox's speed.
Yeah.
So this is another common mistake, is this up tilt when Fox is above you. I mean, obviously if you call him out, it's great, but I think generally the up tilt timing is very difficult. Whereas like for him,
out?
I'm sorry?
It's very difficult to call out someone with up tilt, is what you're...
Yeah. So it's like, the number of frames it's above your head is not very many. Like, it's a pretty quick move. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know exactly when it disappears.
Yeah, it's not much.
Not many frames, and then I think it's 12 frames of 12 frames after that it has cooldown. So it's certainly more cooldown than it is hitbox. So even just like a purely probabilistic viewpoint, like, it's not a good bet, right?
Yeah.
Because like he's going to punish you pretty much as hard from this drill as you would from the up tilt. Like, he can get a drill grab, drill shine, tech chase, and that's what we see. So now it's like you were in the corner and it was really scary, all because you went for that up tilt.
Okay.
And then we see you doing it again. So it's like already it's a little predictable
it's
too.
So much, yeah.
So
I swear I don't up tilt that much usually. For some reason I was just like doing it this game.
Yeah, so some alternatives you can do are the wave shine, or the jump shine, waveland we talked about. And then also just poking from below with short hop up air is pretty good. Up air is pretty good at poking, and you can like do a dash short hop up air sometimes to like space away from their shield drop options.
Okay.
So just sort of like pressuring him on side plat and not necessarily jumping up to attack him. Okay. So here we get an open up. Good punish. I would like to see you do more shine continuations here. So for this one, you almost always are going to want to shine him right here on the left side and then waveland the top plat. And that's just because if you see this up air, like this one was fine because he didn't DI, and you can see you still get the opportunity to go for the jump shine, waveland the top plat again. But the second one, he DIs correctly, and there's just no way Falco's getting there in time, right?
Yeah.
So that's why you're going to want to favor shine. I guess the one exception would be is if they're by the ledge, like let's say he's landing on this. Let's say you're close to the side plat here, and you think he'll like, I mean he's gonna slide off, but okay, let's say you think he's gonna slide off. You could jump shine the slide off, and then he DIs away, and you can't get much. You have an edge guard scenario at least. It's not so it's not too bad. If you do an up air, you potentially get an up air into down air. Right. So that would be like one scenario where you do want to do the up air. Okay. So this is just generally being unsafe in the corner.
Yeah, that was very bad F tilt.
Yeah. I mean, it's not even that bad to think about doing F tilt here, because like Fox is at 72, and F tilt would be great for just like sending him off, but you have to be focused on spacing it.
Yeah.
Right. So like if you had done it here, this is amazing.
That would.
But you sort of like walk up into the danger zone. Like anything past the edge of this platform, you really have to start being careful. And because it becomes not worth it to engage here, because it's like, well, even if you hit the F tilt, like you still have some work to do to get the edge guard. Whereas if you miss space and in this back throw, now it's like you're in a legitimate life or death situation where it's like a 50-50 chance almost. I mean, not quite. So like one thing you could do better here is DI the throw. Let me see.
Like DI it outwards?
You want to DI as high as possible.
Oh, okay.
So up and in, because like Fox's throw sends it like this angle. So if you DI up and in perpendicular to the trajectory, you would go as high as possible. But you can see just like a few frames after you're thrown, you're already below the ledge. So that tells me you didn't DI very high. And then that means like you're double jumping from so far down that you don't have many options. Because you can like double jump forward in side B, or double jump back in side B, and then maybe like double jump back a little and go for on stage. But the fact that you went off at such a low trajectory makes it easier for Fox to get this shine spike.
Okay.
Okay. So that was just, I don't know if you did you mean to F smash here? Do you know? After you get hit by this.
Let it play. I want to see.
It only showed up for a split second.
Oh, it probably not. I don't know.
It looked
mean,
like you might have tried to dash attack.
Probably. Yeah. I mean, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, I would just say if it was a F smash, you don't want to be F smashing at percents where it. Well, first of all, you didn't like have a setup for it really.
Yeah.
And then it's also not likely to kill at 72. So like maybe if you are getting a DI mix up, it could work. But yeah. Okay, so this is the first time we see the double jump down air.
Yeah.
So we want to be tracking our options when we're getting hit off stage. I mean, the last time you were down here, so you kind of had to double jump. But this one you could, I think you could side beat a ledge. Let me see. Oh no, you couldn't. You had to double jump. But you could shine stall. But you can see he almost got you. If he had just F smashed right away, you would have gotten hit. And then as you get back on, so you narrowly escape death and we're by the ledge. What do you think you should be focused on doing here?
It's going to center stage, right?
Yeah. And you don't even have to retreat all the way to center stage, but you want to get out of this scrap scenario by the ledge because that's where Fox is going to thrive. You're not really going to be scrapping with Fox here and then get him off stage a whole lot because he has the shine that pushes you off. He has the throws that set up for shine spikes, and you don't really have any of that. You can still throw him off, especially when he's at 72. If you get a throw here and throw him off, that's all well and good, but you really want to be doing that from like this range where you're not at such great risk.
Okay.
And it looks like you go for down smash. So it's like because you chose to fight here, you end up flying off stage.
Yeah, instead of
And
just
it's
retreating.
like, yeah. And also, you're the one closer to center stage, so Fox is the one without any options, right? So you can see, just look at it from the Fox's perspective. He should be really scared after this, because now it's like, if Falco dashes away, what are his options? Like, full hop to side plat, you could maybe back air it on reaction. He has to, like, fight his way through you. He's at higher percent. You're still, like, just barely within CC percent, or, like, you can sort of scrap with him if he approaches you, but choosing to fight here is just not going to be worth it. Okay, so this is the beauty of Wave Shine Away.
Yeah.
You do one Wave Shine on him, so I don't like this first one, but I mean, he's in shield, so it worked out. So you do the Wave Shine Away, and then you dash back in to re-engage. So we do an early aerial. What I would have rather seen you do, like this is what I do recommend that students do the Wave Shine Away and then re-engage. So Wave Shine Away and then you want to re-engage, but what would be a safer way to do to re-engage and pressure Fox without doing a shuffle towards him?
So you could just grab the shield.
You could go for a grab.
But other than that,
there's a lot of options.
It would have to depend on what the Fox is going to do, right? I don't know.
So one thing, if you don't have a good read on what the Fox is going to do, it's a good idea to pick an option that will be good against most of his options, or at least safe. Especially like because you don't have a read. And then as you get more familiar with the player, like throughout the set or the session, you can adjust your options and cater them more towards their play style. So if this is a brand new Fox, you've never seen them before, I think late back air is a really safe bet here. So just to play it back. Imagine you do a late back air after this Wave Shine Away. So you do this Wave Shine Away, and then
just back air there?
Yep, do like a backflip back air. And it's like the only way Fox is going to call that out would be like an up smash or something, right? Like he'd have to do a really hard call out.
Couldn't he grab it?
A late back air? Absolutely not.
Not okay. You'd have to do it like super.
Yeah,
like,
he would have
like
to call it out
running.
proactively. He could wave dash back, like while you're doing the backflip to set up the late back air. He could wave dash back. So that is something to consider. Maybe you want to do a laser instead of the back air because of that. Maybe do the back air space like if you space the back air without backflipping towards him, even if he wave dashes back to avoid all of your back air spacings, you'd be pretty far away, and he'd be hard pressed to whiff punish that. Does that make sense? So you have a bunch of different spacings. You could even choose short hop forward into late back air to anticipate him wave dashing forward. Right. So maybe you're playing a Fox and they keep doing wave dash forward shine against you. You can just space around that with the back air. You could also just chill here. Maybe you could throw out an up tilt if you think they're going to wave dash forward. You could just chill here and wait. Maybe he goes for a full hop, and then you can react to that with a jump shine. That's a really common one. Foxes love to full hop out of shield, especially when they're cornered and below a side plat. So remember, our goal is usually to get a raw shine or a move that leads into shine. So being able to get that jump, it's not even a read at that point. Like if you have to anticipate it, but if you anticipate it and then react to it, you can get it on reaction. So you can see like you're just playing that dangerous game again, where you cross him up into the corner. Luckily he shield grabbed, but you can see like if he shined out of shield or back aired out of shield, you're just toast.
Just dead.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So a little quick on the trigger. Love the lasers. So whenever we're shooting the lasers, we want to. Our goal is ultimately to take Fox's jump, and I don't think you really could there. Like just the lasers you shot were as good as they could be. So you shot one as he comes down, and you kind of just have to hope he like drops down and then jumps into the next one. So, but the good news is when you shoot this laser and it doesn't hit, you're forcing him to jump, right? So as you force him to double jump, what should you be keeping in mind when you do that? Like how is that limiting his recovery now?
Well, if Fox jumps there, he has like a lot of options, right?
He only really has the two recovery moves, the up B and side B. So
yeah, but he can use them at like varying heights, which.
Right. So I guess we'll just break it down. Let me think of how I'm gonna say it. Okay. So, well, let's just see what he does. So he does the high up B, right? So if we're just waiting on stage, we can actually maybe just react to this in down air because he's so close. But let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say most Foxes would up B a little further away, so they're safer. So if they do this high up B, what we generally are doing is lasering to cover the angle to ledge, and then covering the on-stage options like the horizontal angle and maybe the high angle to top plat. Since he's so close, let's say we're covering top plat, we can cover those with our great vertical movement and just back here and back off. Or maybe shining if he if he's going to top plat and he's going like up here and then landing, maybe you want to shine him and combo him that way. But the key is to use that low laser to cover his angle to ledge. Again, he's probably not angling to ledge from here because of where he upbeat. Most Foxes would be back here where that angle's a little better. So that's kind of how you want to think of it. So you can see if you had
if I had shot the laser, actually, I would have hit him.
Yeah, if you had shot one right here, it is something I've been trying to do more is shoot a high laser when I'm covering the low angle, and that way it protects from this like kamikaze angle where they go straight at you. So that's like the first thing I would look at when edge guarding Fox. It's like how to cut off his angle to ledge with the low lasers. And how to cover the high ones on reaction after you cover the low one. Nice. Oh, so this I think you just need to react. If you feel like you can't react, you want to just cover 2/3 options. So you could ledge hop bear in a way that covers the ledge and also horizontal. And then if he goes high, maybe you can F tilt him, drifting the ledge, or jump shine him, going to side plat, or like at least pressure him on side plat. I mean, he can't get to side plat from here, but like, so like if he just drifts on stage, obviously you would just shine him if he's on top of you, and then drift to ledge. You can F tilt, stuff like that. So you kind of want to just visualize the different angles he can take, and then try and cut off as many as you can with one attack, and then react to the higher ones after.
Okay.
Okay, this is beautiful. So we do a laser and then dash chance laser. So I don't like the F smash as much.
Yeah.
So that's sort of just like, again, we have no setup.
Yeah,
and you're
it's
kind of
like
just
super
hoping he
raw,
runs
so
into
bad.
it.
Yeah.
So like if the fox is a little more ready here, he just wave dashes straight down and grabs you.
Mm-hmm.
So he actually wave dashed away. He could have still grabbed you. Oh, he messed up. So you can see he actually like tried to do exactly what I said.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't mind the laser down tilt. Okay, pretty good avoidance. Oh no, I hate Fox's up tilt so much. Okay, so this is an example of another reason like the early aerials are not that great. So remember what I said about how we want to be opening up Fox at low percents?
With shine.
Mm-hmm. Shine
Yeah.
or moves that lead into shine. But you can see like by the way you did this down air, there's no way you're getting any combo off of it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So like it may feel like, oh, I hit him with my down air, which is good, but in reality you just risked your life. Like every early aerial is kind of like risking your life because he could have dash chance grabbed or he could have shielded, and you can't really know because you're just doing an early down air, you're not reacting to what he's doing. So what I see when I see that is you risked your life and got 17% for it.
Wow.
and I don't think you're even at frame advantage. So look at this, like Fox is literally actionable before your down air leg ends. So you're and now you're like in the corner too, like a little bit. It's not too bad, but you can just see how even attacks that seem good because they hit can leave you in a bad situation. So I love the backing off with the laser. So we haven't seen too much laser control from you. I definitely think lasers are a great way to force Fox into jumping. Most Foxes will full hop as soon as you start lasering, and that'll really limit his horizontal speed.
Yeah.
So, like if he's shielding the laser or just getting hit and jumping straight up, he's not able to do these running attacks across the stage, like a running shine or up smash. And that's how you want to limit him with the lasers.
Okay.
So what do we see again there?
So again, yeah, it's the same thing, but with there.
And you even go for the shine. So like you sort of like know in the back of your mind that you want to shine Fox. Like of course, shine is the party time move, right? Like turn on the rave lights. We're going to town, but now it's just like you're so far away.
Yeah.
What could we have done instead? Let's rewind. So we get this laser. We see Fox landing. We could actually just whiff punish this directly because of how the nair is timed. So you see how you could just down air right where he's landing?
Okay, yeah.
So when you're doing shuffles, this is another benefit to doing the late aerials, right? Is you can sort of control them a little more. So you could like pull back on this aerial and also fast fall early. So there's two ways to control your spacing. If you're doing a shuffle, if you do like a shuffle nair with no fast fall, you go like this far. Whereas if you do the fast fall, you're going to go less distance, right?
Yeah.
So you can shorten the distance both with your drift and the fast fall, and then also the analog jump. So like, do you do a dash jump nair, or do you do a neutral jump?
Yeah.
So those are like the three main ways you are influencing your direction. And then what do we do right after this?
The same thing.
So we get the laser, and you have him locked down pretty well, but at the same time you don't have a laser on him.
Yeah,
so,
it's too high.
Yeah. So if that laser hits him, I think that like leads in a grab. A lot of good stuff can happen. I don't even mind the high laser though, because maybe you thought he would full hop, or even if you didn't do it intentionally, it does prevent him from full hopping. But then you're sort of like not respecting this, and you're also doing laser into immediate aerial. So I can't remember if we saw one of those yet already, but this is certainly one of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so we see another high laser. So not sure if you're doing these on purpose, but
no, they're not.
Okay.
I should practice.
Yeah.
I mean, I've practiced it, but not enough.
Yeah, so it looks like you're doing the fast fall at the correct time, which is as soon as possible. So that just means you need to delay your B input. Because
Okay.
a lot of players get it confused and they think if they're shooting a high laser, they think they need to fast fall later, but you actually want to delay your laser timing because you want to minimize how much time you spend in the air. So does that make sense? How you can combine both of those to adjust your timing?
So you can fast fall earlier,
Yeah. So
but still shoot a laser.
if you want to shoot a high laser, you can press B as soon as you leave the ground and fast fall as soon as possible, and you'll still get a high laser that goes over their head.
Okay.
So you can essentially always do the fast fall as soon as possible and get whatever height you want.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because it just depends on the timing of the B press.
Right, exactly. And there are some like laser spacings that you can only get with certain fast fall timings, but it usually doesn't matter what specific height you're getting.
Okay.
So yeah, just if you go practice that, you want to focus on your B press timing and make sure you're still getting the immediate fast fall.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oof,
you had
that was so bad.
That's okay. That's what we're trying to figure out, right?
So
Okay.
there's Shine, right? You just shine him again.
I was trying to figure out what you were going for. It looked like maybe you were going for a tech chase. Like it almost looked like
Maybe.
you thought he would tech roll to the right, so you set up a back air. The way you drifted.
Yeah, that is right. Actually,
Okay.
it would make sense. I mean, looking at what I did, it would make sense that I'm actually looking to back there.
Yeah, so I think if he's at like 120, that's not even the worst thing in the world.
Okay.
But ultimately, you could have true comboed into a shine, so that's what we really want to be doing.
Okay.
Because like even if you wanted to just back air him off, then just like shine back air him, right?
Yeah.
That's fine. That's just some punish game you have to grind out. I think Uncle Punch is really good for practicing combos, especially on spacies. Like I'll just
Really?
load up a spacey, put him on random DI, and set him to go invincible if he's out of hit stun. And
Yeah.
I'll just like play for hours on Battlefield and all the different platform stages, or even FD. If your FD combos aren't that great, definitely
you
consider
practice.
practicing that.
So, is the so I know there's the combo practicing on Uncle Punch that resets the neutral every time you miss the thing, but I wonder if there's one that doesn't do that, or if it does, like, is that a bad thing?
I prefer that it resets because I want to
Really?
practice comboing from 0, or
Okay.
like whatever. You can also set it to like 30%. So if you want to practice combos, so maybe like 0 to 30, you're pretty good at that, but then 30% to 50, you're like struggling with that percent range. You can start it at that percent, but ultimately, I like going for like the full combo starting from 0.
Okay.
And then, because that's what's going to be most realistic to the game. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Them being as.
But yeah, you can just play around with it, try different things. I would recommend starting off with no Smash DI, and then
Yeah.
as you get better, you can level it up to like more common Smash DI. Like I practice on 100% Smash DI because the people I play against, like the level I'm at, people are just Smash DIing every single shine, and it's crazy. People
Works
are
hard.
really good defensively. Okay. So I think it seems like there's a general sense of not confirming your punishes. Seems like because here's another one. So like we get the down air. What do you think is a good option here? So you're actionable now.
You could just wait for him to drop down and then shine. You could also maybe turn around up tilt, but
Yep.
that'd be harder. But yeah,
Do you struggle with doing the input for turnaround up tilt?
a little bit.
Okay.
Once I practice it, like if I can practice it like a day, and then I'll be good for 3 or 4 days, and then after that I like. So the main issue is mostly that I kind of forget that it's an option that I can do sometimes, and when that happens, I just like end up not using it for a week, and then I can't do it anymore.
Gotcha. Yeah. So if you're doing like combo practice, you can actually do some combo practice versus floaties like Peach and Puff, and because up tilt is it's so much better at comboing them than Shine. You can kind of practice versus those characters to sort of force yourself to do more up tilts.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it
Because
does,
it is
but so-
often that Shine is better versus Fox, but I would say up tilt's pretty good here. Like if he DIs the up tilt away, he's like going up above the side plat. Maybe you down air him into a tech chase on the plat. If he DIs straight up, you're like threatening a shine wave land up here, and then a bomb soldier kill off the top, like a shine up.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of good threats from up tilt. But I also think just like walking forward and shining would have been fine. But you can see like I don't think Fox, even if he was right above you, I don't think he gets hit by this. So it
By
seems
the
like
shine?
yeah. So it
So
almost
up
feels
tilt.
like you do the aerial and then you shine no matter what because you're not really reacting to where they are. Because like you did it over here where that nair where you naired through him and you
And then
landed
shine.
like 2 feet away, you were still doing the shine.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying I think it's your confirm focus. Like you're not focused on the confirm. Lol, get destroyed.
Oh.
Never mind. Karma.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you, this is another combo related thing that'll really help. So whenever you shine someone, you almost always want to wave shine in the direction that they get hit. So like if he's on the right side of your body, you want to wave shine right. Because even if they DI left, you'll still be close enough to get it. Because they're not going as far. Like they're going across your body and they also can't DI as far towards you as they can away. And that's just because the shine sends slightly forward. It doesn't send straight up. So, and like if you want to, this is like a little trickier, but if you want to leave yourself room to do a dash jump, you can do a short wave dash here. And like maybe only wave dash here, and that way you can dash jump up here and shine. But it's probably going to be easier for you just to like, just focus on getting the wave shine in the correct direction. And then if you have to go for a double jump read on top plat, so be it. The main thing is getting the correct direction because you can see you totally lost your punish.
Just because I was dash backwards.
So again, that's sort of like confirm related, where like you didn't confirm which side he was on. Okay, then we sort of do some reckless full hopping or double jumping. We really, you generally, I mean, you don't have to stay grounded versus Fox. Platforms can definitely be good, but I wouldn't advise them for like approaching or like doing any sort of attack where if you whiff, you're left above Fox. That's a no-no.
Okay.
This is the reason, this dastardly up air.
Yeah, because it hits so hard.
Oh no, what did we do?
That's the thing again.
We did two things here.
There's like two things, yeah. There's the laser approach and then there's the corner.
Yep, exactly. So what could we do instead? Let's zoom it back. So we do this laser, beautiful laser, punish the up tilt. What are you thinking?
So you could just JC shine there, right? You could.
That's like definitely a good threat. Yes. So I guess before we even think about what we should do, what do you think Fox is likely to do?
Either shield or put something out.
So he got lasered pretty close. I don't think most Foxes would go for turnaround up tilt here, but that is something they could do. Some Foxes will go for shine, but I find they're more likely to shine if they're in the air. So if they get lasered out of the air, they're very likely to shine and then double jump away. Whereas if they're on the ground, it seems like they'd rather go for like a better hitbox or they would dash away. And then another one is obviously full hop. Yeah. So I think going for the jump shine, just like aiming it right for his head here, is pretty good. Because again, like the only way he's going to counter that is to like do a really good turnaround up tilt. Yeah. Because if he does like a dash away. Sorry, what?
I mean, doing the turnaround up tilt out of laser hit stun is a little bit harder.
Yeah, absolutely.
For him. So what does he do? I'm actually curious to. I don't remember what he does after that.
Let's see. Oh, it looks like he tried to dash.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, he tried to up tilt. So that is.
He actually tried to do the turnaround up tilt.
And one hint actually I should have taken away from this is if you laser someone trying to do the take laser or the turnaround up tilt. So if someone does a turnaround up tilt and then they get lasered, they're very likely to do another one right after. Because their stick is like already in position and they feel like, oh, it's deceptively fast because I'm so ready to do it. Yeah. So a lot of people will do another up tilt if their first one gets canceled by a laser.
Okay.
And it's pretty hard for Falco to time around that. You just have to add in a dash dance mix up there.
Mm-hmm.
So you can dash dance. I recommend dash dance grab when you're first starting out. So it's not the best. It's not going to lead to the best punishes, but it'll get you in the habit of doing that dash dance and with punishing the attack they throw out.
Okay.
And then when you get better at it, you can start going for down airs or a jump shine. Jump shine might be a little easier than down air. But like if you watch Mango, he's really good at getting the down air with punishes on up tilts. The down air is probably the hardest one, but also the juiciest punish, of course.
Yeah, because it leads to everything.
Mm-hmm. But instead, I mean, you do punish it. Or wait, what happens? Oh, you stuff it. But you stuff it in a way where you land too far, right?
Yeah, I should have pulled back a bit.
Yeah. Or you should have gone for the... I mean, you could have gone for a grab, probably. Because, like, if you're getting up in the air, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 frames of jump squat. 6, 7, 8. So your jump cancel grab would already have been out and grabbed him.
Yeah.
Just to highlight how much faster it is in down air. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 4 frames faster than your down air, which almost lost that up tilt, right?
Yeah.
So
a couple frames later, and he would have beaten me.
A lot of people overlook how much faster grab is as a ground option, but like it's only 7 frames, and you only need 1 frame of jump squat to jump cancel it. Whereas like to do an aerial, you need to get all 5 frames of jump squat, and then you have aerial startup, which is almost as long as a grab. So definitely, if you feel like speed is going to be a factor in an interaction, using grab is a good way to go. And that's another reason jump shine is good, because like jump shine, you do have to go through all the jump squat, but it's a frame 1 shine, so it's going to be even faster than grab. But I would say the grab goes a further distance, right? So it probably ends up being a wash most of the time. Like if you have to spend 1 more frame getting close with the shine, then it's about even with the grab. Okay. So yeah, we still see a lot of these aerials. So you kind of just like lasered recklessly. We're still shooting the high lasers. That's a big thing.
Yeah, I need to practice that.
So like he does a dash attack. That's definitely a shine out of shield.
Yep, for sure.
But even if you're going to go for this downer, we need to be hit confirming, right? We need to be hit confirming into shine, because if you react to where he is right now, like there's plenty of frames to react, and just decide, oh, I'm gonna just grab instead.
Yeah.
So, even grab is great here, like back throw, F throw, him off stage, and boom, you got an edge guard scenario. But instead we're like doing shine and then just like spamming the forward air because we realized we were too far away or something.
That fair must have been a missed input. It's probably like down, like another down air maybe, like full hop. I think the full hop like entirely was a missed input. But if I know myself, I'd say I would have probably just like did another short up down air to pressure.
Right.
But that's like not necessarily the best option.
Yeah, I think it would have been an early down air on a shield or something. Right. If we look at when you press A, say shined. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Aerial. Yep. So you're doing a fair on frame 1. So and he shielded. So you would have shielded the dare, and you get up smashed or grabbed. So we get Fox on side plat. You really want to avoid this. The rising back air. Oh, sorry. What?
No, you can keep going.
I was just gonna say it puts you in such a bad spot. It's kind of like that double jump you did before.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, instead you want to be doing what I described before, where you're poking from below. So
with up
yeah,
air?
like this up air attempt was fine.
Yeah.
Like just do another one. It honestly would have been fine. You could go for a shine waveland and like waveland off to the right, and then throw out a back air as you slide off. That can be pretty tricky. But the big thing is just to focus on walling Fox out. You want to keep him on the side plat or in the corner.
Yeah,
right?
Outside of the center.
Yeah, you want to be maintaining center control, not only because that forces Fox to deal with the fact that he could get knocked off stage, but it means you won't get knocked off stage by like a stray shine. Whereas like when you do this full hop pass, well, it's like now you're the one closer to the ledge. He could even just like jump shine you,
and then I'd be dead.
Yeah. So it's like now we're in the corner. Luckily he doesn't do anything, and now we're going for the up air shield poke. Like the up air poke from below. It's like you can see how great this was. We should have been doing that from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah. So right here, this is like a juicy weak back air down air setup. I don't know if you have practiced that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not really. I wouldn't even have seen it. I was just like thinking about getting like the strong hit for back here.
Yeah. So I mean, the strong hit back air is definitely not bad here. Even the down air, like he maybe gets a slide off, but taking your chances with a down air or a back air, I'm fine with that. But just something to keep in mind: if you get you are a little close, it would make the weak back air a little difficult to hit, but you definitely could get it.
Yeah.
And then, that would
you need to turn around. You would need to dash.
You could do a little dash dance, but it's not necessary.
Okay.
You could actually smash turn, dash for one frame, and then like drift your full hop in a way where you still get the weak back air.
Okay.
It would be really hard there, but I'm totally fine with this. Oh no. Okay.
Yeah.
So are you trying to cover a side B maybe?
So,
Because you're doing the downer so early, but you're also not attacking.
I think that's so I recently realized that a lot of noobs like really like to double jump back on stage, and I like got into the habit of trying to punish that, even though he double jumps there already. But yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I think that's probably what it was.
Okay, not a problem. So yeah, I would say if you think they're going to double jump on stage, so like you think he's just going to, I mean, he can't really double jump on stage.
Yeah.
So I guess that's what I'm confused by. It's like if he's going to double jump and like just try to fall to the stage, like you're just going to back air him most of the time.
Yeah.
So like as soon as you see Fox off stage here, you really want to be focused on, the first thing is like make sure he can't grab ledge. Because grabbing ledge has no lag, he's invincible right away, and now he like has a bunch of set plays to get off the ledge. So as soon as he's jumping up this high, you know that's not a threat, at least not unless he like drops all the way back down. So the next thing you want to be looking for is side B. So maybe he goes for a side B to top plat, but you can react to that and just full hop up and shine him. So if you're ever worried about Fox side being here, which is what it looked like, because he could side B to top plat, I think he could like barely make it, but just be confident in your ability to full hop up there and shine it. And then the last thing would be like so let's say you're waiting on the ground here, right?
Yeah.
So you're waiting for the side B, you see him up B. If you can just hit the up B directly, that's obviously ideal. But if not, then you can still sort of like just wait and cover his options. So like you could see this and then just back air the angle down through the platform.
And also, this is the second time he's done that angle, right? To go on stage.
Yeah, the kamikaze angle.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I really would. You should just be hitting him if he's that close, even if it's just with the back air. But a down air would be like a kill. Like this is like really bad for Fox to do that. But I think the fact
I just like down it early, basically.
Yeah, I think it was more the fact that like you full hopped early.
Oh, okay.
So like, if you were still on the ground when he's double jumping forward, then you could control where you're jumping and stuff. But like you're already jumping. If the Fox were really paying attention to what you were doing, he would just drop all the way to ledge. Because it's like, how are you going to hit him?
Yeah.
So, just like be a little more reactive with your full hops when you're edge guarding. Okay. So you do have to be careful about this shield drop in the corner. Like dropping into the corner is not really helping you here, especially when he's sitting there waiting for your shield drop.
Yeah, the drop isn't really.
I mean, it's rough because like everyone's so used to shield dropping. But some good alternatives are to like wave dash forward off this side. You are risking getting hit, so if he ever jumps up and attacks, you're just going to get hit. But if he's actually just waiting then that sort of calls him out, and you gain center stage and can like pressure him with the back air, maybe even hit him with the back air.
Mm-hmm.
The other option is to just dash full hop to this top plat.
Mm-hmm.
I think those are the two best ones.
Okay.
And then another one is, this is a little trickier, but you could wave dash off backwards and then laser. You'd have to like hold forward in a tricky way.
Yeah, that would be really hard to input.
Yeah, I felt like I had to mention it because it's something I do a lot.
Oh, really?
I think it's pretty good, but it is difficult. So maybe mess around with it, see if you find it difficult. Maybe it's not as hard as you think.
Okay.
And then you can start using
it.
I mean, if you could shield drop laser, that's like obviously amazing, but I can't do it, so I'm not going to ask you to.
Okay, I wanted to confirm because I've tried shield drop laser.
Yeah.
So first of all, getting shine instead of laser is something, and then it's super hard, right?
Yeah, it's just really hard.
I can only do it on Dreamland.
Even Ginger says it's really hard, and I think he can do it pretty consistently. And like I can do it somewhat consistently, but another problem is it's controller dependent. So if you have a stick that doesn't reset very quickly, you can like sometimes let go of the stick, and then you still get the shine.
Huh.
But
it resets slowly.
That's like a very minor thing, but it is a factor. Because I know I've played on some controllers. I think it's like controllers with snapback. It like snaps back so quickly that it's easier to get the laser.
Okay.
But yeah.
So he was.
And you can also just wait. So that's another thing. Like if you wait, maybe he jumps up and hits you. You do have to be careful about your feet here getting poked. But very few foxes go for the short hop up air. And even if you got hit by the short hop up air, that's like not the end of the world. The big thing is not getting back aired off stage because you're at 75.
Yeah.
Okay, so we see the double jump down air back on again.
Yeah. It would have been better to just go to ledge, right?
Yeah. Oh, so that's the alternative I was going to mention. I mentioned at the beginning is shorten to ledge is amazing. I would just start spamming shorten in every game you play until they demonstrate they're going to cover it. Because I want to say like 90% of players on unranked will just never cover it. And you don't want to get into the habit of doing it mindlessly. But like, definitely make it your default option. Because there are even some good players, especially in tournament, they just will never cover shorten. So it's a gimme, and you just want to take it if you can get it.
Okay.
Okay, so we do see the laser into laser immediate. No dash dance or anything, right? So right here.
Laser.
And what do you think Fox is going to do?
Turn around up tilt, because that's what this guy's been doing.
Not only that, but like, see, like it looked like he was doing it here. That's why I asked. Yeah. So it looked like he was waiting to do it, and then he realized you weren't approaching.
Yeah.
And he does it. He's trying to do it again.
Wow.
But he up smashes or he F tilts. So you should have gotten hit.
Yeah, I should have died there instead. Huh.
Oh, love that. That's actually so tricky to do, like rising aerials and then falling ones. But again, we see like this. See how early you're full hopping in his like edge guard?
Yeah.
And it's just like, what is the rush to jump up here at him? He's the one who has to come down and get to stage.
Yeah, he's the one who has to commit to an option, not me.
Exactly. And he doesn't have any lagless options from up there, right? Like if he could just side beat a top plat and have no lag and you can't punch him, then I understand wanting to like go up here preemptively, but that's not the case. So be more comfortable with just like punishing the edge, the recovery to top plat, and let him start the recovery. Because like look how low he went. You remember how I said last time he could basically just drift a ledge? Well, that's basically what he did here. He was just like, oh, Falco's going to come up and attack me. I'm just going to fall down here. And like he didn't shorten the ledge, but he definitely could have. He could have upbeat and then been at a really good angle. Oh no.
And then that's the bad jump.
So kind of got stuck in our movement there.
Yeah.
So
turning.
Well, one practice I like to use for dash dancing, because dash dancing is really important for Falco. So I like to do a long dash and then a short dash, long dash, short dash, and just repeat that all the way across the stage, and then go back and forth, left to right, right to left, and just doing long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash, and that'll help you control your dash dance spacing, because you want to like move the pivot point of your dash stance, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand.
Like the axle of your dash stance is sort of like the center, and that's where you got messed up there. And then even though you messed up here, you could tech this. So at least go
I
for
actually tried to check it,
Okay.
but I missed it.
So yeah, this is a little more advanced, but like if you're going for the up B and you're trying to tech, you have to smash the eye during the hit. So you want to like as you rise into it, you want to tech, and then a split second later when you get hit, then you want to smash the stick. Either like in this case you wanted to do it up because you got hit so low.
Okay.
But that's pretty hard.
Yeah.
But there is a good Uncle Punch event mode for that. Like it has
For
the Falco down
practicing?
smash.
Yeah, I've practiced that a bit.
So yeah, if you can practice that and do like the if you when you do the tech, you actually want to press Y as well, or X if you jump with X. So if you press the trigger and the jump button at the same time, you'll always get the tech jump, and that means you can like very easily side B. And a lot of players don't know that. They're like a lot of players try to hold up to get the tech jump, and that makes it hard to do the smash GI input because you feel like you're doing 20 different things.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just do R and Y right here, and then the next frame I'm like inputting the smash GI, maybe just like left and then left up. I do like a quick quarter circle.
Okay. Huh.
So yeah, that's what I do, and I can get really good techs on like all sorts of edge guards, including like Marth down tilt and stuff.
Yeah.
F smashes, down smashes, it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Okay, so that was the first game. How'd you feel about that? I know we went over a lot of stuff, but
in retrospect, it's very easy to pinpoint, I think, because my play is very. I mean, there was a lot of. So I would say early aerials, and then waiting for them to commit to an option when recovering before instead of trying to hit them like while falling.
I also want to reiterate the punish stuff we went over. So like hit confirming, that stuff is mattering a lot because this is a spacey versus spacey match. So like even if you had the worst neutral game on the planet, if you were doing the punishes that I normally get off of Shines, and I'm not saying like my punishes are the best or anything, but like even just with my punish game, like you would be destroying this guy.
Yeah.
Like because I know when I go into unranked or whatever, versus most foxes, I can just turn my brain off and just shine combo them and still win.
Okay.
And I obviously try not to do that, but that's just like the reality of like if you're playing a matchup where you can potentially kill them off of 2-3 hits, 2 to 3 openings. That matters a way more than like necessarily playing pinpoint perfect neutral. But you want to focus on both, of course.
Well, I definitely will try to practice the thing on Uncle Punch.
Yeah. Okay, so did you want to go through this one?
Another game.
And you can see it on your screen, right? You might have to click the logo.
No, it's
okay.
Got it.
So, you were already doing a great job of pointing out the things we saw in the first game. So I'm guessing those are habits you've had for a long time, maybe?
Probably. Yeah,
Okay.
for sure. It has
I feel like the longer someone has a habit, the easier it is to see it when they watch a VOD, because they're like, oh yeah, I know I do that. It's sort of that level of recognition. And a big part is like, whenever you have habits like that, you really need to focus on the alternative option that you're picking. So like when you're doing the laser immediate aerial, if you tell yourself not to do laser immediate aerial, I think you'll usually find that you keep doing it, even if you like say don't do it, because it's like that whole concept of don't think of a pink elephant, and then it's like of course you're thinking of a pink elephant.
Yeah, I read through the inner game of tennis, and so for changing habits, he actually proposes that instead of trying not to do a habit, you just change the habit to something else.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like when smokers, instead of like smoking, they just like chew gum or whatever.
Yeah, I actually gave that same exact analogy in a previous lesson.
Nice.
Yeah, so like for this, you would say, okay, you wouldn't say don't laser immediate arrow. You would say use more laser dash dance. And one thing that I told a student this, and he found it very and lightning,
Helpful.
I told him to just shoot a laser and then dash chance, and because he was in a mode where like he was always afraid of getting hit, so he would like attack before he could get hit.
Okay.
And I wanted to really reinforce that very few people do take laser into immediate attack, because not only is that risky versus most Falcos, but it's also like scary for them and like it's difficult to do. So
Yeah.
I would go into some unranked games, do a laser, and then just dash chance right in front of them, and you'll just be kind of surprised. I mean, like if you play a better player, they might hit you, but that's okay. You're just messing around. You're just sort of just playing in the sandbox.
Yeah.
And you can just laser, and while you're dash chancing, pay attention to what they're doing. Are they jumping a lot? Are they retreating a lot? And then maybe after a couple of games of doing the laser and then dash chance while observing, then you start doing laser, and then you actually try to punish their option. Oh, this fox does take laser dash back every time. Well, I'm going to do laser, maybe add a quick dash chance, and then do an approaching laser, right? Or if they full hop after they get hit by a laser, or maybe they're shielding the laser and then full hopping, you do the laser, maybe add a quick dash chance, maybe not, and then do the full hop shine, right?
Yeah, because they jumped.
But it's critical that you do that observation part first to really reinforce it in your mind.
Okay.